guys, put your hands together for the speaker that will blow your mind all the way from where he came from. Make some noise. Celebrate this person because you're going to learn a lot. Put your hands together for Mr. Tosin Obembe.
Hello.
Please, the projector, let it get ready for working.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Good morning. When they say I'll blow your mind, let's take it easy. Because when I saw the mail, the invitation for this speaking, one thing I told myself immediately was, Tosin, if you're back then, about that should be maybe 25 years ago, and you have this opportunity, what would you have wanted to hear that would have shaped you more, the decisions you've made today? So what I just did was talk to myself, my 25 years ago self. That would be my 15-year-old, 17-year-old self. And I realized that at that time, I had a lot of questions that I didn't get answers to. So today, guys, I can guarantee you this is not going to be boring at all, and it's going to be interactive, because what you guys get from what I'm saying is what's most important, not just what I'm saying. So I just wanted to start with that. Today, I'll be speaking on entrepreneurship, work, creative. It's the creative part that is very interesting, but I mean, I'll get there. Let me just even quickly ask something now. Who amongst us will consider themselves creative right now? Like, I'm a creative person. Just anybody? Come on, nobody can draw here. Nobody can. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's your name? No, it's the one. What's your name?
Ganiyu Abdullahi.
So, you're a creative person? How?
Yes.
Tell me about it. What do you think you do that makes you creative?
Like, create something that is like robotic, auto-robotic.
You do that?
I can.
You can do it? Have you done something like that before?
Yes.
Oh, great. Please, a round of applause for him. My guy, tell me, share your creative journey with me. Well, what have you done? What makes you a creative?
I can draw, I can create things, just that I haven't seen the right equipment to create some big things.
You can create what?
I can create different things. Like, at the time I've tried to create toys, but I cannot create them because I don't have equipment.
I want to know what you create. Like,
He can create them,
like
can
draw
them,
but
he need equipment to create them as it come out.
Don't worry about the equipment. We'll get there. I will tell you how nothing should stop you. Don't worry about that. But I just want to know, you draw. And you draw very well.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Give me.
Shop no good. That's 2-5. Next person.
Okay. One more person. Okay. I'll take him after you. Please share. What makes you creative?
Yeah, so I can draw. My name is Odese Oluwaferomi.
It's the drawing people I want to hear. I can draw. Because now them go. I want to talk. Yeah. Talk
I
to
can
me.
draw. I also do bead artworks. Bead artworks. Like, I've done an exhibition before.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Please, a round of applause for him. And round of applause for my guy too. Yeah, it's one last person. I think you're raising your hand. You did? Please let me give him the mic. Who?
My engineer.
Good day, sir.
Hello.
So I make digital art and I sell
Digital art.
I sell it online, and I also get commissions from like different programs to make flyers and content creators to make like thumbnails, etc. I also make edits of like videos and all that. Yeah.
Put a round of applause for him.
That's the guy that want to study sports engineer.
Guys, I'm going to tell you something today. In the last 10 years, I have operated in the biggest creative space in Nigeria. I will even say in Africa. And I'll say that because I was the creative director for the Udabasi Cookathon. That project wasn't a Nigerian project. It wasn't even an African project. It was a world project. Like, it took the world. I was a creative director. In the last 10 years, I've done a lot of things in the creative space. But I want to tell you something. I said in the last 10 years, 15 years ago, guess what I was doing? I was playing basketball. I was a professional basketball player. Not doing creative at all. He said, where? Oh, I played for Lagos Islanders, then I played Nigeria under 18 in Hawaii. Now, if anybody had asked me the question 15 years ago, are you a creative? Are you a person? Nah, I don't have any interest. Creative, what's creative? Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because, you see, what we're about to go into, I would like you to open your mind to something that is there, that it is today that you would be able to, I would call it tapping into the, what we call, raw, when you see something, a raw material, you know, like until you refine it and you bring out what it can become. Like that part of you that you don't know. You're just like, oh, they used to hear me that I talk too much, so I'm not supposed to change it. So there's a career around it. He gets that. He talks. He's making money now from talking. So I mean, today is going to be. I will share my story because trust me, it's one for the books, and it's not only basketball that I've done. No. I've done things, but I've passed through. I've done digital marketing, I've done a lot of things, but I mean, I'll get there. Let's start with entrepreneurship. So we're going to talk about three things: entrepreneurship, work, creative. I was a good storyteller. But that's how she saw it at that time. Now, today, I tell stories. I'm a director. But guess what? I don't tell you with my mouth. I tell you with the camera. Thank you. I can't even, the only thing I've not directed is, funny, it's actually a movie. And that's because I'm being intentional about not doing Nollywood. I always say I'm going to retire directing Hollywood movies. So, in case you're a Nigerian director in Hollywood at some point, as I'm going to retire doing that. But I mean, every other thing, I tell stories. Music, commercials, I've done a lot of commercials. Music video, documentaries, quite a number of stuff. But that's me jumping to the end. But you see, at the point when they told me that you have to be a journalist, I took it straight up. I decided to be a journalist. In fact, let me tell you, when I talk to people that are, older, I would ask them that, if someone wants to be a journalist, what course do they have to go and study in school? Then they told me mass comm, and that's what I feel. But what I wasn't paying attention to is what I want you guys to pay attention to today. The other part of you. You see, and at that time, entrepreneur, business owner, me now, I just wanted to be a journalist at that time. Is it okay to speak pidgin once in a while? Because I would like make you relate. See, it's like somebody have given me, this is what you're doing in life. So how did I go from there? By that time, I was already playing basketball for fun in school, played for Loyola College. Anybody play basketball here? Did you play Milo? The Milo National Championship. Have they stopped it? What? Wow. Sorry about that. I was a national champion. So what? They stopped Milo? Oh, that's not good. What year?
As when we were playing Milo, my brother, some of these people were in nursery 2.
No. Even after, like even till recently, I said that there's a national champion.
It's not like before, like you and I.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, I was playing basketball then, but nothing professional. It was just fun. You see, it was the frustration. Because when I finished my ending, I had 1 year. I wasn't connecting, but I had just a little helping hand from my HOD then in Kagoro. It starts with saying that, first thing first, you're not a polytechnic material. Secondly, you think you're doing the wrong thing. And I'm like, what's the wrong thing? Then he broke mass communication down for me. He told me mass communication have journalism, radio and TV, PR and advertising. I think one last one. Can't remember. It's 4. So I could literally choose. So when I heard PR and advertising, I remember, I now told him the story of my aunt telling me how, because I come and give them reports in the house, how automatically I should be a journalist. And then he asked me a question, a very interesting question. He said, Tosin, when you are giving this report of what happened, do you exaggerate? I kept quiet. I said, don't worry. Do you add more? Maybe like 2 people are fighting. Do you say like 3 people are fighting? That question, I didn't get it. And then he told me that I am an imaginative person. My imagination is strong. If you, as a journalist, now see the difference. You see, in journalism, you have to present facts as it is. You can't add. You have to be an unbiased journalist if you want to succeed. Me, when I'm reporting, radio, Tosin, FM, I'm always adding. Yes, I do add. I do exaggerate. If you say that the guy that beat this guy, the guy is big, like a giant, big, like he's taller. I just want you to enjoy the story as I'm saying it. You get. So went to school, studied mass comm, finished my ND. Then I wasn't connecting. Then my HOD gave me this very thought-provoking, it is your imagination. And that's another thing, my imagination. That didn't connect. So I was confused. I just went to the one that I really love to do, basketball. So I was playing basketball. That's why I started playing pro in Lagos, playing Lagos Islanders. But you see, even in that playing basketball, I was still very imaginative because how many of us watch basketball here? Do you know what when you say slam dunk? You know when you dunk? See, in my head, when I'm playing, I have dunked, I have done everything, I have dribbled, like in my head. Everything happens in my head, but it doesn't happen on the courts. That's the problem. Like the way I want to dribble 5 people, in my head, when I get to the courts, it never happens. So even that imagination is still happening. So I was able to tap into, so I realized that that's my, I have this my guy that calls it my superpower. You see, I will give you an hint on what will help you to tap into your superpower today. And then you would be able to tell what you want to do and if you want to run your own business or not. So, I was playing basketball. I was being imaginative. And will anybody not ask me why did I stop basketball? I was doing well. I represented Nigeria. Anybody wants to know why I stopped? What? What did you say? No, somebody said something. Oh, I thought you said injury. Because yes, I had an injury. And that's why I stopped. So I had this, it was, you see, but the interesting thing is, at the time when I was playing, I realized that, you see, I'm telling you guys what shaped how I ended up starting a business. In basketball, there's 5 positions: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. You see, most times, not all the time, most times, the point guard is always the shorter person. Usually short. You get power forward, big, center, big and tall. But do you know what's interesting? I wanted to play. I was 6'1" at that time. I'm still 6'1". I've not had it, and I wanted to play point guard. And I wanted to play point guard because I realized that it's just because of the way they dish out instruction. Okay, I wish you guys watch basketball. Do you see the way point guard control everybody? As you're passing, you go out of there, run out. I love it. I was dishing out instruction. And that's why I said I wanted to play point guard. And everybody kept telling me, yeah, no, you're not a point guard. I went to train, did a lot of programs. Trained to come. Now, I pointed 2 things. My imagination. Then I realized I like to be in charge. I like to tell people what to do. And at the point where I had my injury, so I was like, I was scared. I don't want to go back to journalism because that's because I've not even, but I was still thinking about what my HOD told me, the 4 things. And I heard that the PR and advertising part helps me too. Because, you see, when I said my guys, the ones that like to draw are the ones I'm looking for. Because, you see, that's where, in the cartoon world, do you know why anime is interesting to some people? Because if you want a helicopter to enter this building and fly out back, it is only in anime that can happen. In real life movie, you cannot make it happen. Of course, apart from when you do what we call film trick. But really, I'm just saying that that's where your imagination is out of this world. So at that point when I was doing basketball, I was, what should I do at this point? Tried a couple of things. There's something called information marketing. I just realized I try to study myself, know who I am, find out the things that worked for me, and I realized that, okay, what are the options for me right now? I can either go to a radio station and go and do intern. The 1 year was supposed to be for internship. Or I can start something. That's when I started. That time we don't call it content creation. We call it digital marketing. I decided to start that. It didn't work. What else did I start? Software. I tried to do that too. It didn't work. Then one day I realized that this my imagination that everybody have been talking about. Let me tap into it. Oh, by the way, just so you know, I don't know how to draw anything. You see, I'm telling you all this because you need to be able to connect these dots. Somebody tells you that, oh, you have an amazing imagination and you can make things happen in your head, and you get to, and they automatically stamp what you should become on you. But whatever anybody tells you, whatever they tell you when they say, oh, you are this, hold it. You talk too much. Oh, really? Hold it, collect it. At this stage, a lot of people are going to tell you what you like to do. Some people will look at you and say, you are this kind of person that you're a deep thinker. Thank you. I appreciate it. I say thank you. Hold it. If you're a deep thinker, you should become a pastor. Say to them, thank you. You see, take what they say about you, but don't take what they are. When I say don't take it, you can take it, but don't take it in. Do you get it? So, got you. Now, if they say, at the point where, sorry, I lost my line of thought. At the point where they told you like to talk, say thank you. You jump very well. Oh, thank you. Because of that, you should go and start. But in all of this, what I want to tell you guys is, whenever everybody tells you all these things, find, like, if possible, open a note about yourself. It will help you to do something that in business, we call it, we use this language in business. I mean, you might have heard about it, and you might have not. And I used to tell everybody, we call it SWOT analysis. It will help you to do a SWOT analysis of yourself. Meaning you check your strengths, you want to know your weakness, you want to know the opportunities that you have. You see, when my guy said he wants to become a neurosurgeon, Emperor asked a question. He said, in this Nigeria. You see, that's the thing. What's your interest? What do you want to be? Watch the surroundings. Because I used to tell people something. I mean, I'm glad, I'm happy that my business, it's doing okay. I give all glory to God. But I still tell people something. I said, if I come back to this world and I open my eyes and I see that it's Nigeria that I land again, if by chance people come back, I'm not saying people come back. As a baby, as soon as I open my eyes, I see that it's Nigeria. I don't want to be an entrepreneur. The environment is not easy. But even with that, people are thriving. People are succeeding. So, being an entrepreneur, so in all of this, I put all my thoughts together and I went to go and learn camera work. I started as a cameraman. That's the interesting thing. I was handling camera. My church is Daystar. I attend Daystar. Immediately, as I handled camera, not up to a year, in church, I started punching, mixing, and then I started directing. In less than 3 years, in 5 years actually, directed everything that the church has. And then I realized another thing about myself. I learn just by watching. You see, you need to know what works for you. See, it is very important. People tell you reading is good. You see, when everybody, there's something I call relative listening. So somebody tells you something, okay, how does it apply to me? Okay, for example, somebody says that you are tall, you have long leg, and they automatically tell you that, you should try high jump. The person is talking about based on what they see. You, yourself, maybe you know that, within that, maybe your heel is not strong when you walk. You know, like, that you don't need to argue, you don't need to tell about, just say thank you. Whenever, this is something about you, say thank you. So I found out by myself that I learned by watching. And guess what? I've been places where motivational speakers say that you need to read. How many books per day? I don't know. You need to read to be a successful person. You need to read. When you read, what did you get? You get information. Are there other ways to get information? Yes. Are there other ways to get knowledge? Yes. And that's what I found out. So from becoming a cameraman, then I started directing. Then I realized that. So when people call me, Tosin, please come and help me sort this. Okay, I'm okay now. I'm making money. Then a big job came, and they said you can't use your personal account. You have to use a company account. I'm like, I don't have a company account. I'm enjoying my life right now. I don't want a company. I said, just register a company. It was the same year that I registered a business name. I had to register a limited liability company. I don't want to go into the business aspect of it. But I'm saying that don't get stuck in what people tell you and stamp on you. Like my aunt told me that I was going to be a... Thank you. Apparently, what she missed is the fact that I'm just a good, fantastic storyteller using my imagination to make them enjoy the story, actually. That's why I always had extra and Jara to everything I see outside that I come to report in the house. Jigen. So, at that point, when I started my business, I realized that in that space, it's a fast-moving space. Guys, this is very important. And you can be, I don't even want to use the word you can be anything you want to be. That's very cliche. See, there's this part where if you set your mind to something, what you need to do is, this is what I want to do. You need to study it. How does this space works? Now, this is me on this side. What's my characteristics? What's my ability? So how do I marry this and this industry together? If you want to be, you see content, someone wants to become a content creator. What's the person? There's someone that wants to become a content creator. You? So I'm going to tell you this here. Do you know that it is only in the Nigerian space that, because I run a marketing agency, I have 3 companies, a production company. How my company evolved from that to 3 companies, now a group of companies. It's a whole different story. We'll talk about that one later. But what I want to say is, I run a marketing agency and I work with a lot of influencers. Content creation in Nigeria, content creators in Nigeria is a whole different industry from every other country in Africa. So if by chance, I'm telling you now, okay, thank you. If by chance you moved out of Nigeria, but you have already stuck in how Nigerian content creation is, when you get there, and if you don't do that thing that I told you, this is where I am now. How does it work here? This is what's unique about me. How am I going to marry this here? You get to a place where you're not an aggressive person. For example, you're not an aggressive person, very gentle, you rarely talk, but you like to do content. Then you realize that you are now in a space whereby you need to be aggressive, you need to add, you need to put, then so don't cancel and say, oh, this is not for me. You realize, okay, they like to do this here. How do I do my own? I will be doing my content, or maybe partner with somebody that can be aggressive on my behalf, or introduce a new content entirely. But all in all, whatever it is that you have in mind that you want to do, being an entrepreneur, being a creative person, in the work that you choose has to be something that you enjoy doing, and the way you enjoy it is to do this so you will not be frustrated. Very important. Quite a number of things, my time is up, but quite a number of things I would love to share. But let me just share this one quickly. I would have said initially, before I would have said my biggest work was the cookathon that everybody here, that's the Udabas concert, but that's not it actually. Last year, December, I directed 12 concerts back to back. And I was the creative director. But there's something that they told me, I want to go to touch on the creative part. They said 12 concerts every day. When I mean 12 concerts, it's not regular concert. I'm talking about the top guys. Ashake, Buju, Omale, Young John, back to back every day. All those concerts. But you know what's funny, guys? What they told me is, no two concerts must look alike. All the concerts will be different. Back to back every day. You don't get it. Like, do you know when somebody walk on one concert and they'll be like, I want to die, it's so crazy. 12, back to back, no space. You see, what I did was what I'm telling you to do now that will help you to succeed. What do they want? They don't want each concept to look alike. Every concert must be different. Tosin, what's your strength? My strength is not in execution. Guys, don't forget, my strength is where? My imagination that I found out since. I just hired 2 assistant creative director that they're very good in execution. That's all. I told them, oh yeah, analyze all the artists and give me their persona. Oh, Buju is this kind of person, this kind of person. Create this, and then we create for Young John. We create aqua. For Buju, we create a flower. For Omali, we create gothic something. I mean, very interesting. And that's how it looked. Like I didn't do anything. But guess what? Today I'm the one on the magazine to sing the creative director of this because if I had decided to play that creative role in a way that I did not understand myself and analyze myself, I would have missed it and that project would have been a failure. So what I'm sharing with you today, guys, is please pay attention to yourself, your unique character, what you have. Always ask yourself. People always tell you. So I'm saying everything people tell you, take it, but don't take it in. Then analyze and pick the one. Oh yes, because of this, I agree. I have this. Do you get? And now use that to go into whatever it is you want to go to, and guys, you will succeed. Thank you very much.
If you can give him a standing ovation, come on, guys, come on. Give him a standing ovation for that. Keep clapping. I want to hire you. Okay. I don't know. I want to help you.
I would like to be helped.
But if in helping you, you are the one that will help me.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you back of the camera.
No problem.
But don't forget, you know what I want to say.
I know what you want to say.
So now, like he said, if you pick everything that he said, one thing you must not forget, he said something. If anybody yab you, you talk too much. That was how they insulted me in school. I'm too fast forward. I'm too talk. I talk a lot. I talk this. I talk that. But today, those people that were in school, that were insulting me, that I talk too much, that even when we are writing exam, they will always cover their book for me not to spy. Now they are doing POS. Now we withdraw. You see life? What is it? They are doing POS now. Even after, sir, I went to school. I graduated 2 second class lower. The school hold 2, I hold 2. So the bottom line is I went to school. It's not wasted. Sir, I did carpenter. No, this hustle. I was the best intro tech student in my school when I was in secondary school. When I clap now, I they create. You see this junction bus? Those of us that are in science students, you start with doing junction bus. You buy that blackboard that there's one wood inside of you. You buy nothing. I buy it. Every year, back to back till I graduate. Finish that one. I do. After I finish, I upgraded to doing furniture. I can make furniture. Like I said, I can just think about its height. I bought tools. I was still in secondary school. I bought tools. But at the end of the day, I finished that one. The only thing that got me peace, that I wanted to learn, like you said, there's a difference between passion and what you want to become. I have this group of friends. They are good in band. I think when they were starting, Nigerian Breeze were doing this live band contest. What's it called? Quest.
No,
Star Quest.
Yeah, Star Quest.
For live band people only, a group of bands. Yeah. So I had one of them. So I wanted to join the band. I like music too. Like I said, I was even supposed to be a DJ because I love music. I play all around music. Now these guys, they will always chase me and say, come on girl, you two, they talk, I beg, come on for this place. They don't never allow me, and I love to learn this what they call keyboard. So the only thing I can manage to learn. So those of us that are Christian home, when you go to church on Saturdays like this for a rehearsal, choir rehearsal, you use opportunity and play drum. Now, long story cut short, today I never believe, and this thing I'm telling you, I didn't believe I would use this comedy, this MC, this thing to eat today. Now today I've done jobs for different brand of companies. Not bully, I've done job for different brands. So that thing you're thinking will work out for is not what you do. And I'm happy today that God has directed my path. For the past 18 years in this business, I only worked in an office twice, in First Bank with a cleaning company. Then the next one I did today, I never worked for 18 years. This is the passion and the job I've been doing all my life. So when I'm going to graduate after next 4-5 years, I want to open a spaghetti company. Thank you.
That's fine.
Yes, so no, yes, because I know and again I know how to cook very well, and I'm very good at making spaghetti and barbecue. That's a good business. Look for a remote area. It's a good business. So that you have to think like my uncle now. So now he has given me the morale to open the business. So he will finance it. So thank you so much. My name is Emperor. So 5 questions. Then we'll go for tea break. 5 questions. And these questions, each school will give me a question. Each school, Chrisland, each school 1 person, each school 1 person. So prepare your questions. I will start with my. Do we have any question? All those content creator.
Somebody have here.
Content creator.
Emperor.
Sir.
Let's start with him.
Let me start with your guy.
No.
Content creator. Ask now. Opportunity. You don't have a question.
That's why I said start with him. Maybe by the time they're done, you have.
Okay.
Somebody's okay.
My name is Folakumi, and I'd like to ask, what kind of things have you directed? Like examples.
What kind of
Sorry,
projects?
Yeah, projects.
Where does that start from? There's a Guinness commercial. So the thing is, the way we name the project, you will not understand. It's always for the agency. Do you get like there's a UID hard, there is a ITEL hard, Techno hard. When I mean hard, I mean commercial. There's a music video. That one is on my Instagram page. I really put my work on my page, and that's intentional. The music video is for Davido, and yeah. You know, when I tell people that I directed the Davido music video,
Sir, which of the particular music?
I don't know the song.
Is it the latest one or last one?
No. I did that, but like 5 years ago.
Oh, that is yeah.
No, it's not Aye. I think he had a new signing at that time, and he did a song with the person with the new signing. Then in the live event, so I call myself a multifunctional director. So I can direct film. When I mean film now, not okay. I don't know how to say. So when in production, when you say you're directing a film project, it can be documentary. It doesn't have to be movie. Do you get? So I direct film, then I direct multi-camera. So in the multi-camera space, I've directed Calabar Carnival, I've directed Redeem Unplug, directed the Stark December that I did, the Udabasi Kukaton.
So how many of you know Calabar Carnival? Calabar Carnival is just like a state bringing people from
we don't know
different
Calabar
walks of
Carnival.
life. They don't know.
Wow. Okay.
Not the teachers.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah. So
Redeem
that's
Unplugged is a
massive.
comedy show done by Basket Mouth.
No, Redeem Unplugged is the biggest
Flight
concert.
Time.
Yeah,
Flight Time, yes.
It's a show. I
Head
mean,
by Basket Mouth and the rest of the senior
Yeah.
Gordons and the rest of them.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Oroko.
Sorry,
So,
I didn't get the name.
I'm Oroko.
Sorry.
My name is Oroko.
Okay.
So in your story, thank you, sir. You said that we should find who we are and what we are will make us what we want to do. So what if there is a case that you find you and like there are plenty varieties of things that you can do that you can't pick one, and the one you now choose doesn't work for you? So what will you do?
Just like my story now.
So you realize that you have multiple talents, but the one you decide to pick did not work for you. If it is a talent and it's not working for you, then you didn't do that thing what that talent should be. Do you get? If it's you said you're multi-talented, that means you know how to do it. Do you get? So if you go into it, then you should succeed. Only if you're applying it or doing it wrongly. Do you get? However, you see, the reason why I said that this hey God is people, a lot of us have been conditioned with what people tell us we should be. Being multi-talented is not bad. Please don't let anybody tell you that master, jack of all trades, master of none. Don't let. The interesting thing is that's not actually the complete. That's quote. That's not the complete quote. So, but everybody they don't say the other part. which is, please, who know the complete quote? Do you know the complete quote? Tell me. It's better than master. You see, that's the thing. It's very interesting. You don't even want to know. I run a group of companies now, and they're doing different things. Production. I just told you now that I'm a multifunctional director. There are not plenty in this country. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, probably just me and a guy called Onyi Ubanatu. People who are doing live production are doing live production. People who are doing film are doing film. I've seen a lot of people that want to cross from directing to multi-camera, and it wasn't work, and then they went back. But if I'd listen, so if you are multi-talented, what you can do is there's always something that that would anchor the talent. Do you get? Only if that is diverse, maybe content creation, and then being a doctor. Like that. You can even create content as a doctor. That's what Dr. Proko is doing. All this is connected. Do you get? So if just analyze, these are my talents. This particular one that I picked that is not successful, check first, how are you applying it? What are you doing wrongly?
She said we should present it to those scriptwriters to go through. And I would have given it to somebody else again, second one, but we have only one scriptwriter here. So, sir.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. So please, can we clap? He's a young boy that wrote the book, and Fragments of Time. Young boy like us wrote the book. Young man, good luck in your script writing. Thank you.